Hi everybody. We're giving thanks today just as we do every day. I wanted to take a minute just to say that I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to also give a report. I'm still dealing with issues in this root chakra that I do believe is a spiritual attack because the force and power of Kundalini is so powerful that people are in fear. And I believe because of the work I do and teaching all about Kundalini from my direct experience as well as scholarship is a very good reason that somebody would want to attack me in that area. I did awake today to realize my sister was home, and I love her so much. She was in there having a conversation with my mother, and I was able to share a few little things with her. You know, when it comes to family, it is very difficult. We don't want to cause any more family disruption than necessary. But anyway, it was great to see her. I mentioned to her about this problem in my root chakra and what the doctor had said and what I believed. And it just so happened that a presentation came up on YouTube after one of my presentations about Kundalini awakening. I have been teaching this, I have researched it, and I have lived it since 1998. As well, there are presentations about skeptics and skepticism, and how in this internet age there's so much information out there, and then we don't know whether to take the side of science or pseudoscience or spirituality or religion, and people are all over the place searching for answers. I would like to say that I believe, and particularly in doing the work that I do in HIV descent, it is so pervasive out there that people have been conditioned to think that they need to take that test. So everything that I'm about is about learning the science about why a person like me is still alive 24 years after receiving that diagnosis, with many people around him who have not made it, because they listen to convention. They listen to the science. What they are told is science on the news. They listen to their medical doctors. They listen to their pastors. They listen to their family members who are uninformed, and they end up dead. And so I just want to say, you know, I don't want anybody to follow me. I've never said that. What I do is point people in the direction of resources to study, read stories like my book of my personal experiences, talk to others, and then make an informed decision for yourself. It's the best thing that you can do for yourself, is to look into things deeply for yourself. I think people are aware of that by now. At least we hope so. But anyway, there was a lady talking about Kundalini, and you know how when you're listening to a new teacher or whatever, and you're listening intently because you want to make sure that everything they're saying is jibing with what you know to be true. But then at the same time, you realize that knowledge is not knowledge unless it's new. You know, going to hear a pastor, you know, jump from book to book in a Bible, or a politician saying the same old things over and over in different ways, or learning new material that challenges you, that disturbs you to expand in consciousness, awareness, and stimulate your own further research, is knowledge. If it's not that, then you're wasting your time. And what I have done throughout the years is make decisions that affirm my health and my living. And that's what I do with bogus HIV. And I know there are many people out there who realize the same thing. They stopped taking those drugs, changed their consciousness, learned about self-healing, and now they're living as normal a life as possible given the lifelong HIV stigma, which I have sang about, I've written about it, and I have pleaded with people to develop a sense of compassion. But that is something we are not in control of. We cannot control what others do, nor can they control what we do. So the best we can do is to arm ourselves with spiritual power and spiritual knowledge things that we can do to impact our own existence. And that's what I do. And I think I do it rather well. Now, does it mean we're perfect? Does it mean that there are not other truths? No, it does not. But it's up to you to decide for yourself what is best for you based on your diligence and your hard work to coming to self-understanding. This is what true wisdom is, to know thyself. Now, this is a miraculous spiritual journey, but it is treacherous. I don't advise anybody doing any mantras that they haven't studied, or awakening any energies in the body, or doing anything until you fully research, because you could get in over your head. You know, I wish I had known more about Kundalini before I decided to awaken mine. I believe, according to this presentation that just came on, you're not even granted that level of consciousness expansion awareness through the awakening of the Kundalini unless you are ready. Typically, you have had to have gone through a series of horrific events that you have transcended. And the awakening of that Kundalini creates a sense of compassion that you never had before. And that, and his phone is blinking, so I guess it's about to go out. So I know that I fit into that because